swiftly on.
Welcome back to another tutorial. So today we've got a request. The request is a drawing tutorial. They'd like to know how to draw an eagle. So we're going to have a look at how to draw an eagle's head and also how to draw an eagle from the side. And we'll hopefully later on also do a video of how to draw an eagle with both its wings spread out. I think that's going to be a lot longer tutorial, so I'm going to make that a separate video. So if you'd like to have a go at drawing an eagle, stick around. Let's get crafting. And let's start by having a look at how to draw an eagle's head. So we're just going to concentrate on the head for this first part. Second part we're going to look at doing a whole body. So, like with a lot of the tutorials I do for drawing, you're going to start with a circle, which is why it's important to practice drawing circles, because it's very difficult. So remember, we're going in with soft lines, so they're easy to rub out. So I'm going to start with a circle. This circle just wants to be as big as you want your eagle head to be. So I'm going to try and make this large enough for you to see what I'm doing. So we're just going to start with a nice soft circle, and literally tickling the page with a pencil because it means I can rub it out nice and easy. And that is going to be our starter shape. The next step is to look at doing the beak. So our beak is going to be, we're going to essentially draw a rectangle coming out of one side. So I'm not going to start from the top, I'm going to come down a little bit and I'm just going to draw a rectangle, not going straight out, just sort of going diagonally down a little bit. And then I'm going to go straight down and across like that. I'm not going to finish my rectangle because we don't need that piece, so we're just going to draw a rectangle there. It doesn't matter if you do carry on actually, I'll do it so you can see, because we're going to rip that piece out. And that is going to be our beak. Obviously it isn't yet, but it will eventually. So we've got our circle for the main part of our head, and then we've started to go into our beak. So our next step is to actually shape our beak. So we are going to come along here, and at the end here where we've got our point, we're going to change that and we're going to turn that into a curve. So it's going to come along and curve down, and we're going to follow our line down here, but before we get to the end it needs to change direction and curve inwards a little bit like that. So it goes down, we curve, and then we go straight down, and then we curve a little bit back on ourselves like that, and then it's going to come back in like that to make a little point at the end of the beak. Like that. Hopefully you can see that in the video. I've probably gone back a little bit too sharp there. So I'm just going to change that quickly and take that bit out. And then this is then going to follow up where we are here. So when we get to the bit where it's changed direction here, we're going to start leading back up towards the head diagonally, and then it's just gonna, we're just gonna do it up to there because we're gonna rub a bit of it out, but we'll just go and we'll just carry it on, and we're gonna leave that like that. So that's gonna be the start of our beak. Now the next step is to draw in the start of the beak here. So that's going to be almost like a triangle shape. So what we're going to do is this here, this line's going to follow up to the head like that. Where it meets the head, we're then going to draw, we're going to come down like that. Then from here we're going to curve round, and we're going to aim for here and aim to make a triangle shape there. So that is going to be a triangle. So imagine we've got a triangle there, and then we've just curved the corner, so we don't want a sharp edge, and we're curving that corner as well. So it should go like that down to the bottom until you get to the end of our circle, the edge of our circle, sorry, like that. Don't worry, it's not looking like an eagle yet, that's because we are not finished. Now from here we're going to go and draw a line almost straight to this part of our beak here. So not the end, but where it bent here and it bent here, we're going to join it up like that. Easy for you. Just going around it, so that line shouldn't go right up to there, it should just go up to there. Little gap at the end, and we've got our basic beak shape, and we'll go back and rub those lines out in a moment. So now let's start having a look at the head. So to make the head shape, yes, we've got this circle here, but actually when you look at an eagle, this part of the head isn't completely round going into the beak. So actually we go to here, and then we go a little bit further, make a little bit of a gap, and then from here we go straight up like that, and then we curve and follow the rest of the circle. So we've gone up, curved, followed the circle round like that. So we've sorted out this bit now, and we'll get rid of that line in a moment because we don't need the circle anymore, but we won't worry about it too much quite yet. So let's put the eye in. So the eye is going to be about the same distance as here to here. So the same distance away from the top. I can hear an ice cream truck coming past and it's raining, very strange. So we're going to go from here to here is the same distance as our eye. So I'm going to put my eye about here, I think. So I'm just going to draw a circle just to get an idea of where it's going to go. I think that's looking, I'm quite lucky there because I got it right probably first time. If it's wrong, just rub it out and go again. You'll be able to take a look and see whether or not it looks right. And we're going to draw almost like kind of an eyebrow on it. And we're going to start like this. And we're going to do that. It's just a little wavy line like that over the top, and then in the middle of our eye we just draw another half circle like that. So that's going to be our eye. It should look a little bit grumpy, that's the idea. So it should be sort of slightly diagonally going down. So got our eye, we've got our beak, we've got the top of the head, and now we need to sort out all of this part here. So this is quite easy to do. So this line here, where we followed it round our circle, when we get to here, we're not going to keep following our circle. What we're going to do is we're going to put some almost like feathers on it. So when we get to here, we're going to go down, and then we're going to come back on ourselves like that. And then we're going to follow down a little bit further, and then go back on ourselves. So we're just doing little pointy bits going down like that. And then from this side, we're going to move that bit in a little bit actually, because my circle's not quite in the right place. Where your beak here goes to a point, or not quite a point, but where it starts to turn, that's where your neck should start. So we follow a curve around a little bit, but we're not going to curve it all the way around here. When we get to this point, we're going to do that and put a couple more feather type things on. And we're not going to concentrate on the rest of the body, so I'm actually, just so that it looks like one picture, I'm just going to join up across there, like so. And there, we just about have our eagle's head. Okay, so I've just finished off going around the outlines with a black felt tip. Like I said, normally you don't have to do this. I do it mainly because it looks better for the videos, because you can see a lot easier what I've done. I've also quickly coloured it in with some felt tips. I probably would normally do it with pencil crayons as opposed to felt tips, and I'm not sure whether or not I'd do it grey if I did it again, but I'm still thinking it's looking pretty good. So that's our first eagle drawing done, obviously of just the head, and now we're going to have a look at doing a full eagle with its body as well. Okay, so let's have a look at our second way of drawing an eagle. So this time we're not just going to concentrate on the head, we're going to be looking at the full body. Now the wings aren't going to be outstretched in this one. I think we're going to do a separate tutorial for an eagle with its wings out, and because I think it's going to be quite a long tutorial because the wings are quite complex to do. So we're going to start with, you've guessed it, a circle, because all videos of pretty much all animal drawings that I do are going to start with a circle, because it's always a good place to start. Now it might be, actually it's probably going to be a little bit more of an egg, or a oval, for want of a better word. So you can start with an oval or an egg, whichever you like to call it, because that is going to be the main shape of our body. So from here, what we do is we start with our head. So this oval here should be on a bit of a slant, going up. We don't want it flat, and we don't want it straight up. We want it diagonally going up. Or if you've just done a circle, that's absolutely fine as well. So from here, from the sort of top of our egg shape, or our oval, we are going to go diagonally up with a line like that. Doesn't matter how long it is, it just needs to be long enough to go up. So when we get up here, what we're going to do is we're going to go straight across like that. So we're going to go up and then straight across like that. Didn't mean to do that line, so up and then straight across, and then that is going to be the top of our neck. So that's going to be the neck, and that's going to be the head. So to complete our neck, what we're going to do is from the bottom here, we're going to draw a line straight up to here, like that. And that is going to be our neck shape. So this is also part of our head here, but that's our neck from there to there. So you should have something that looks like that. Now here, where our lines meet, this is where we are going to go down to make our beak. So we're going to have a little line going diagonally down like that, and that's going to be the top of our head. And then coming in here, we're going to draw a straight line going out, and we're going to turn that into a rectangle. So that is going to be our beak. So far we've basically got an oval. We've kind of got a triangle here. I know we've made it a bit more like, not like a triangle to be honest. And then we come down and we've drawn our rectangle here, which is going to be our beak. So let's turn that into a beak. So we're going to do the same as we did in the first one. We're going to curve the top of the beak, and then when we get down here, we're going to come back on ourselves to make a little hook, and then we're going to do that and follow back like so. And there we have it. So from the top of here, we're going to finish off our beak. So we're going to come diagonally down to where we've finished what kind of looks like a smile, but it's not. So we're going to come diagonally down to there and join it onto there, and then underneath we're going to follow the line and just make a thin bottom portion to our beak like that. So let me just draw up here a bit of a bigger version of what we've just done. Your beak should look roughly like this. That's roughly what your beak should look like. Yeah, it's the same as on the first video that we did. And on the first video I did actually forget to mention this, but you should have a little nostril there. I did add it sneakily when no one was looking, so let's put that on before I forget. And let's have a look at the neck now. So where our rectangle ended on the bottom of our beak, that's where our neck is going to start again. So from here we're going to go back until we reach our neckline that we've done there, and then we're going to follow it down to there. Like that. It's looking a little bit like a seagull at the moment, but we will hopefully have sorted that by the end. So our neck should go like that. Follow it down, and now we're going to look at putting the eye in. Now the eye is quite an easy one on this one. We're just going to do a line like that and then add a little circle underneath like that. So we've got a circle inside it. I'm not 100% happy with my beak, but I think we might go back in at the end and sort that out. So for now we're going to carry on. Yeah, let's carry on. Okay, so now we're going to have a look at the wings. So this shape of our circle here, or our oval, is going to be the start of the side of our wing. So that's going to be the top of it. So what we're going to do is here, we're going to follow this line, and then when we get to here, we're not going to carry on going down, we're going to keep on going until we've got about that distance, so from there to there, away from here. So you could use your rubber to measure it like I've done before. I'm going to aim to get to about there. And again, I'm just going to do a little curve, and then to get the other side, we're going to follow this here. So we're not going to go all the way here, we're going to curve round, and just before we get to there, we're going to go like that. So we're going to create a new curve, and we're going to follow that all the way down to there, creating one nice, it's almost like a long triangle, but we've curved the top of it here, and at the end we've also curved that there to create one long wing. So now we've got that shape, we can look at creating some feathers on it. So the way we do that is we go to here where our curve is, we go a little bit further past it, and we're going to make feathers in this sort of a shape. So I'm going to just draw a line to show you. So just about there we're going to create some feathers, and the way we do that is here we're going to take our pencil and we're going to draw a slight curve and then head up with it like that, and then here we're going to follow the line again, curve up, and here follow the line again and curve it up, and then one more there, and then we have our top portion of the wing, and then underneath it all we're going to do is the same as what we've done here but slightly higher, so slightly lower, sorry, not slightly higher. I'm just going to do that, another one, and at the end we're just going to do two like that. So we've got a basic wing. So now we've got our wing, we're going to look at finishing this bottom part of the body. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to start here. So back to the body. So we follow down to here, and when we get to here, to make it look a little bit more sort of aggressive, a bit more angular, here we're going to go straight down, because they have this sort of puffed out chest bit. It's going to go like that. It's almost like an Adam's apple, and then it's going to go back there. So it's going to stick out and go back. I've probably made that slightly too big. Just going to rub that out, stick out, and that needs to be quite a sharp angle. And then it's going to go back to there. And when we start getting close to here, we're going to curve down until we have a straight line going down, because that is going to go into our legs. And then from this side here, we're going to start where our oval finished, and we're going to just go straight down like that, because when we get to the bottom here, we're going to draw a line across, and that's going to be where our legs. So I'm losing my voice a little bit. That is where our legs are going to start. When I start to concentrate, my voice starts to get quieter and a little bit croakier, so I have to keep on reminding myself. So that is going to be our back leg, and our front leg, what we're going to do is where this curve is, there's a lorry coming past, where this curve is, we're going to follow it, and then in the middle, we're going to come down the middle like that. So we've now split them into two, and all we're going to do at the bottom of here is we're going to make it look a bit like some feathers. And this one here we're going to do the same, just so that it doesn't look like it's flat. So that's going to be our back leg, and that's going to be our front leg, and we're going to rub out all of this stuff here that we don't need in a moment. Now the feet are definitely the trickiest part, and they're definitely a part that I don't think I do very well, but I'll try and show you the best I can. So it'll go down to quite a skinny ankle. I don't know if they call them ankles on their eagles, but we're going to call them ankles. So you're drawing two little sort of trunk ankles, and then you're essentially going to do almost two triangles. So if we draw triangles to start with, like that, I'm going to do the other foot at the same time. So we've got two triangles, and at the moment they look a little bit like webbed feet. And then what we're going to do is on the back, they also have this extra claw. So we're going to put that on before we start doing the rest of it. So on the front we have three claws, so we're going to split this into three by going 1, 2. So we've got 3 there now, 1, 2, and now I've got 3 parts to it. And at the front we're going to curve the front of each one, like that. And the same on this one. And on the end of each one we're going to put a little claw. And we're just going to do some little squiggly lines to show where their claws would bend. A bit like on your fingers, when you look at your fingers where the knuckles are, where it bends, we are drawing those pieces on there that you can see, just to try and make it look a little bit more like they're going to actually bend and not quite so flat. And some wiggly lines on there. And that's our claws done. They're probably a lot better than the last one that I drew. So aim for something like that. And all we're going to do now is go over it again with our black felt tip, and I'm just going to rub out all the lines that we don't need. Right then, so once again I've just finished going over our picture with a thin black felt tip just to show it up better, and I've also quickly gone over and coloured it all in. I did add a couple of things whilst I was doing it. I did also add a little piece here just to change the colour from the head to the body. Everything else I've kept absolutely the same. So that is our second eagle finished. Okay, so hopefully you've enjoyed having a go at drawing an eagle head or at drawing the whole eagle body. Now hopefully I will have a go at drawing an eagle with its wings out as well, and I'll do a separate tutorial for that. Like I said, I think it'll probably be a slightly longer tutorial, so I think I'm going to do it in a separate video. So if you've had a go at drawing either the eagles, I'd absolutely love to see those, so feel free to ask your parents to send me a message with that in. And until next time, keep on crafting.